Hi guys, this is a test video for my new action camera, CamPark Extreme 1 UHD 4K. Or at least that's what I'm using to film this with. So we'll see what the audio is like. I've got it set to 1080p 30 frames per second. It does actually go all the way up to 4K 30 frames per second. So what we're looking at here is a 3D printed rubber band powered rocket launcher, toy rocket launcher, for the benefit of those in YouTube with their algorithms. This is a toy, it's not a real rocket. Okay, I've got to trim off some of the support layers here. In fact, there's a lot of them. Even that's got some inside it, but generally speaking, just to run you through what it is, a rocket goes on there, a pencil goes through there, because that's a bit of support that's got to come out, and gets caught in that clip just there to hold it in place. And you put a load of rubber bands around here to make it spring up straight. So yeah, that's the idea. You release it from there, it flies up, and that will push the rocket up in the air. 3D file I got off Thingiverse, so there will be a link in the video description to the Thingiverse link. But this is going to take a fair bit of cleaning out because there's a lot of support structure there. This one looks like fun. I followed the instructions on the recommended fill and rest of it. I've used PLA to print it. Trouble when they got lots of fill in them, that's going to take a fair bit of cleaning out. I expect when you've done a few of them and you know the weak points, it gets a bit easier. Oh, right, well that one's failed. But you can see the fill. There's a lot of it there, so you've got to trim out a lot of that. Okay, well that one will take a reprint. I suppose technically I could glue it back together. But it was very thin, which is why it just broke. Yeah, it's splitting in every level, isn't it? Alright, we'll abandon that one. It did look nice on the picture because it's all extra lightweight, extra thin, which is why it's breaking. Right, see if we can get this one apart without breaking it. Good job, I've got glasses on, isn't it? That's all flying everywhere. Sounds like my daughters and my wife are having lots of conversations online. That's what all that noise is in the background. My phone keeps reacting. Let's turn the sound off. Right. So, yeah, sometimes it will just come off with no trouble, and other times it wants to fight with you. Ah, that's just split. Alright, we're going to have to be doing a bit of gluing here. I probably printed it on too fast a rate, so it's not as thick as it should be. That's annoying. Okay, we've still got another bit to get out. That's splitting as well. Oh dear me. This is awful. Yeah, that's split completely. Well, if we split it right off. I expect the answer is I shouldn't have allowed it to use fill, but I can't see any other way it could work. That's not going to come apart. Right, gonna have to take that off. A lot of gluing going on here, I think. Yeah, that's just support. It's doing the support stronger than the bits you want to keep. Right, so I've got to glue that back together. Got to glue that back together. And whether it's worth trying to salvage that one or try and print it without support. I might try that. Print it without support and see what happens. Anyway, super glue time. I'll do that and then I'll come back. Right, I didn't reprint it. I glued it. Every single layer split. So I would guess if you were going to print it, you'd have to not use the support method that I did. Looks like it'll fit though, and then rubber bands over here, and that flicks up like that. I'm surprised that they haven't got this right here, because that's got to go down like that. That's lifting that up, so that's going to change your angle of launch. Anyway, let's see if we can get some rubber bands around it. Take that off for now. The idea it works. Obviously you can put stronger rubber bands on it. In fact, I think quite a lot stronger rubber bands than I'm using there. I don't know, that went right the way up, but then that one's a lot lighter. Right, we'll try it on the floor now. Right, not sure about the focus of the camera and the height. Oh, we should be alright. Well, I hope we got some of that. I've worked out how it works now. You don't have to flick the end down. Well, I'll move the camera closer so we can watch the launch. Right, I've worked it out now. You lock it in position, and if you hold this down, that holds it in position. If you release this, it's able to lift up and release itself. And it's not going to do it this time. Bit like a mouse trap. Right, hold it in position, and then if I release the pressure here, that does it. See now, yeah, that like that, down like that, that locks it in position, that on top, release the pressure, yeah, so there we go, a rubber band powered rocket launcher. Check the video description for the link to the Thingiverse file so you can download it and print it yourself. But it looks to me like you don't want all the support layers, because that made a right mess of that one. Top's broken off again now. That one's too heavy. Well, obviously it depends how many rubber bands you use. That one's pretty heavy, and that one is the lightest out of the lot. Thanks for watching. There's always more information down in the video description, and if you like this video you might like this one up here, and you might like to have a look at my channel over here, see what else I do. Thank you for watching.